Alright, what is up? This is Slow Plays, and I am back again with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 17 and beyond, with more future Saga DLC speculation and predictions here on the channel. I guess this would be kind of more of a little bit of a theory. Why did I say more of a little bit? That didn't make any sense, bro. We got oxymorons out here. We just started the video. Let's get it, dude. I'm excited to be talking about Ultra Super Villain characters. This is honestly one of the most exciting new things added to Xenoverse 2, which, I mean, it's not completely brand new because we had, obviously, the villainous mode characters in Xenoverse 1 and the super villain characters, which were introduced in this game, okay? Now, those are all part of the base game. These are our first ever DLC characters that are unique to this specific DLC and story, okay? It's a very interesting, different path that they're taking with this new producer Song. He's wanting to go in more originality, which I do appreciate a lot. So I wanted to discuss kind of the history of the supervillain characters and leading into Ultra Supervillain with potential candidates, okay? Who is next? Could we see one more Ultra Supervillain character in this DLC pack for DLC 17? Maybe, we'll see. Again, by the time that I post this video, okay, they might already have revealed a potential 5th character or whatever. Now, again, it's all speculation, just little predictions for video for fun. Don't get too excited about this kind of stuff because I could absolutely be wrong on what, you know, might be added in the future, okay? Remember, this is only one of 4 chapters, okay? Each chapter is considered a brand new DLC pack. All right, so this roadmap that they're showing, this could go on for like 2 years, okay? Like a full 2 years. So we have the introduction of God Vegeta and Rose Goku Black. I guess we'll just call them like Ultra, you know, characters, but they're part of the story, okay? Fu is doing his shit that he normally does, and he's, you know, introducing this new power, okay? This was kind of his goal of absorbing all that energy, all right? We're finally seeing it come into full fruition. Now, let's go to Xenoverse 2's base game, okay? They had supervillain characters, and there were, they counted 10. They said 10 because one of them was future Janemba supervillain, but whatever, okay? there are only 9, okay? We're not going to do the same character twice, okay? So the first one being supervillain Yamcha, which was hilarious. We also had supervillain Perfect Cell, Kid Buu, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly from DBZ, Omega Shenron, again, Janemba, Metal Cooler, Golden Frieza, which was quite interesting that they went for specifically Golden Frieza, not regular Frieza. I feel like they did that because they already had a villainous mode, I think Max Power Frieza in Xenoverse 1, so they're like, all right, let's, you know, change it up a little bit. And then Mira also, I believe, had a supervillain form, if I'm not mistaken. Now, these were all unlockable, I think, via story or probably some parallel quests or whatever. And these are all part of the base game. You could play as these characters. Now, the difference between these and the Ultra Supervillain characters is that, again, they're in the base game, so that means they were literally the definition of reskin characters. They had nothing really unique. I think they all just shared kind of the same super villain moves, okay? Like Baked Sphere, whatever it is. I think that's a Demigra move, or Bloody Sauce and all that, you know, whatever those were called, Bloody Rage. You know, they had all these weird names that were all super villain based, okay? Every single one of these characters had one of those skills. I think their movesets were exactly the same, if I recall correctly. These were kind of ass. Like, I don't ever see anybody use these characters, okay? If you like these characters, great, more power to you. But because they were included in the base game, all right, and, you know, we just paid our $60 to get everything, right? They didn't really put a lot of effort into that, okay? So these are the ones that you can say and count as reskins. But DLC characters, which is what, you know, Ultra Supervillain is going to be, these characters all have brand new material, new skills, new moveset. They're gonna be sick, right? And obviously they're doing that because we are paying extra, an additional, you know, however much, if it's gonna be $10 to $15 to $20, right? So let's go over some potential candidates for what we might see in this pack, okay? I would assume maybe like one more character or whatever's gonna be in the future. I'll probably do more speculation on this as we go on, but something that you might have noticed is that every single one of these characters, except for Hit, okay, he's the only exception right now, are DLC characters. I think they might focus on a lot of the DLC characters that were added, because Goku Black and Super Saiyan God Vegeta are DLC characters. Okay, they're already DLC characters that we paid for, right? So we're paying for them again. Let's go. But again, they have new material, so this is kind of their way of potentially doing stuff that these characters didn't already have. Okay, and I'm gonna say it right now, every single one of these characters that I'm listing right here, they could always use new material. And some of these characters could just use a brand new character that was, you know, a different form of that respective character. Like, for example, Broly, Android 13, and Bojack, okay? Those are good examples of characters that have different transformations or different variants, okay, that should just be added, and then they give him the skill. Like, for example, Broly, give the Rage version of him, right? The black-haired, whatever you want to call it, Fury, whatever. Android 13 and Bojack both have transformations that are still not in the game, all right? Like, very, very big, popular transformations that should be in the game. And that leads me to believe that we'll eventually see them. But I'm just putting them in here because these are DLC characters, and these are characters that didn't really get a whole lot of material, okay? Now, the first option here is Hit. He's unlockable in the base game, but I just feel like he would be a really cool ultra super villain character. And keep in mind, they don't have to be villains, right? They don't have to, like, at the basis and the core of them, they don't have to be like bad characters. Like, for example, Yamcha, he could become a super villain character, okay? God Vegeta, again, super villain, right? Like, those characters are generally seen as protagonists, but they can still get that manipulation. I don't even know if it's considered mind control at this point. I know the super villain characters were initially, but that just goes to show that, like, anything could happen. It's not like Babbidi's magic where it's like, oh, they have to have an evil heart or whatever. Like, they have to have evil intent in order for him to initiate that, you know, magical power, right? So I think Hit would be really cool. I saw some people saying Hit would be sick. I think Full Power Broly has a really good chance because obviously, you know, his DBZ version had a super villain version, so I think that'd be really good. You know, he's already raged out and everything. I think it would look sick. All these characters with, like, the black sort of, like, body outfit thing or whatever, the, like, silhouette darkened effect. To me, I think it looks pretty cool. Some people think it looks like shit, like it's unfinished, which I think is hilarious because it's kind of true. Jiren, all right. I don't know if it would be base form Jiren or deep fried Jiren. I would prefer for it to be deep fried Jiren because they already did kind of a villainous thing in the story with base Jiren, so it's like, whatever. Kefla would be awesome. I think Kefla and Broly, like, the Saiyans, I'm always gonna say hell yeah, like, let's go, okay? Yeah, I think that'd be she'd be fantastic for it. Give her some new skills and shit, would be awesome, right? And again, like I said, all these characters that I'm listing could use new skills, all right? Baby Vegeta, Super Baby 2, hell yeah, he could use some new shit, right? So yeah, he'd be perfect. This one's funny, but I think it would work so well. Ribrianne, everybody kind of sees her as, like, a joke and, like, makes fun of her or whatever, and I absolutely love Ribrianne as a character in Xenoverse 2. She's got literally the best skill set of any DLC or any character in the entire game. Everything she has is unique. She has a whole skill set, and every single skill is brand new. So I honestly don't know what they could add for her, but I just included her in here because I think it would just be fucking hilarious if she got an ultra super villain crystal lodged into her titties and she would just be beating everyone's ass, right? Because this power makes you strong as hell, right? Topo, excellent. Again, he had kind of not a super, like a villainous mode boost in the DLC 12 story mode or whatever, but I mean, he already looks like an ultra super villain character. Just the God of Destruction power already looks like that. So I think that'd be sick, and I would love to see his name on the character select. Okay, think about it. God of Destruction Topo, ultra super villain. Just kill me now. All right, Buhan, yeah, again, we already had Kid Buu as an option for super villain, so yeah, give me that one. And then, like I said, Android 13 and Bojack are great too. I know people are gonna point out maybe Dabura or Dabra. All right, Dabura. Isn't he, like, dead right now? You're like, he got no. I don't actually remember. He got turned to stone, okay, and then he got out in DLC 14. I feel like he died with Kid Buu from Ultra Instinct Sign Goku's sliding Kamehameha. Didn't that happen? I mean, they could always bring Dabura back, right? I feel like he'll come back a million times. So if they wanted to, they could do him, but I just feel like there's no reason to make him an ultra supervillain, in my opinion. I feel like these other characters could work too. Bojack, like I said, I would rather just have Super Android 13 and Full Power Bojack as playable characters, and also add Zangia. Okay, if they're gonna add Full Power Bojack, that'd be cool if they could add Zangia as a playable character, because I really like her. She's cool and she's hot. So basically what I wanted to go for at the very last part of this is, why isn't Goku listed on here? Because I know some people might be asking, like, what about Goku, Vegito, Gogeta, and stuff like that? Or even Gohan, right? Trunks, right? I just don't really see them as being ultra super villain material. That's just my opinion. They could always do that, but if you go through the history of at least all the Xenoverse stuff, for Xenoverse 1, 2 base game, and DLC for Xenoverse 2, there has never been an evil, like, I guess, body takeover, mind control version of Goku. Okay, they've never done that. I don't think they would, just because Goku is so integrated into the Time Patrol, like, hero-based story and stuff, that they kind of need him. They gotta have like a really powerful good guy, right? I could see, for example, like Gotenks maybe, or even Gohan. That's potential, because they did have supervillain, or sorry, not supervillain, but villainous mode versions of them in Xenoverse 1. It's funny because Vegeta, Gohan, and Gotenks, if I'm not mistaken, were protagonist hero-based characters that got it. I can't remember if Piccolo ever got it. I don't think he did, but I think he'd be cool. Maybe if it would be like Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, just like for example or whatever. But again, like Vegito, Gogeta, like these characters, like, I'm not saying that Vegeta is weak or anything. He's obviously super powerful, but they seem to like to use him a lot for the villainous boost and stuff. But I just feel like Gogeta, Vegito, and Goku, for example, they're just like on this, like, they're already really strong, and if they would add them as a villainous character, how would they make them even more powerful? You know what I mean? Like, they're already really, really good, like top tier in the game. Imagine, you know, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, Ultra Super Villain. God, just kill me, dude. Or Ultra Instinct Goku. Like, Jesus, that would be insane. But y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions. Again, all this hypothetical for fun, speculation. Don't look too deep into it, but I would love to know, if you could choose what ultra supervillain characters to see next, who would it be, right? Comment down below. Maybe you'll be right in the future, because I definitely think that there will be more ultra supervillain characters in each one of these chapters. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, ring my notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching Slow Plays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet!